I think that's foobar. What do you think? Yo, tasty. Let's get that in the sunlight, shall we? Hungry? Oh, it's carnage, man. Total carnage. Oh, yeah, she's toast. All right, well, happy Saturday afternoon to you all. Continuing my day. I was trying to record some video of loading up the little C3 on the back of the truck here. I need to take it home and work on it there because the fuel in there down in the tank has totally gelled up, gummed up the fuel injection or the fuel pump or whatever, so it just will not start. I've tried cranking it over for extended periods of time and kicking it and doing everything I can do, but it just won't start. So I was going to work on it here at the shop, but I don't have all of my tools handy, and it's just going to be easier to do it at home. So I'm going to take this thing home, and tonight and tomorrow I'm going to pull the plastics off of it. I may have to pull the tank completely out of it. I'm not sure. I might just be able to suction out the stuff and throw some carb cleaner and a little bit of fuel down in there, fresh fuel, and blow it out. But chances are I'm going to have to pull the fuel line and flush the injector too. So anyway, got this thing all tied up, ready for the ride home, and I will catch you all later. All right, everybody. Welcome to my Sunday afternoon. Got the little C3 home here. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm using a hat rig today. A little bit different looking setup. The fuel in this thing is shot. It's old. I'm guessing the last time I filled this up was probably 2 years ago, and ooh, yeah, that's about 2019, 2020 vintage there. So it won't start. The fuel is gummed up. I don't know if it killed the fuel pump or if the fuel has just gelled and maybe clogged the fuel line or the fuel injector or whatever. She no start. So I've got my topsider pump here. I don't know if that comes out on camera, but topsider MVP multi-purpose vacuum pump. This is a good little suction unit. So this is that. I'm bringing you along for the ride here. See if we can at least get the fuel drained out of this guy, and I'll start the remediation. But yeah, I don't know if you can see all the crusty junk in there. It's pretty gross. It's got to be cleaned out. I may end up having to pull the floorboard out of this and pull the tank and go through the lines and all that stuff. So we'll see what it takes to get going. But here we go. Let's get this thing down there in the schmutz, and there we go. Here comes the fuel. Suck all that old stuff out of there. And it doesn't hold a lot. This is right about a gallon, I think, in this lower container, but I don't think the C3 was full, so I don't believe I'm going to overfill. If I do, I do, and I'll just have to start again. Ooh, yeah, that's some stinky fuel. Yuck. Let's find a different angle, make sure we're getting it all. Ooh, I saw sludge come out of there. That was gross, man. That was really brown. Okay, so now let's get a flashlight, maybe. Oh yeah, look at, oh, this is crusty. Can you see that? Hope you guys are seeing that. Look at that. So that's what's gummed up my fuel line, probably my fuel pump as well. So chances are I'm gonna have to, and this was stabilized fuel, ladies and gents. I put fuel stabilizer in this, you know, last time I filled it up a couple of years ago. But anywho, chances are I'm gonna have to pull that tank and really slosh it around, work it around. If it's really rusty in there, which I can't tell from here, I may have to put some tank liner or cream or something in that to seal it up after I clean it out. Got to do the acid etching and all that, but hopefully it won't have to go that far. We'll see. Yeah, that is chunky fuel, kids. Gotta love ethanol, man. This stuff sucks. Awful, awful stuff. Awful stuff. And man, look how crusty that is. Ew. Is that coming out? I'm gonna have to stop the video and take a good picture of this. Ew. Okay. This definitely isn't a recommended procedure. Not in the shop manual. I just emptied out what I had left in this B12 Chem Tool bottle. It was probably, I don't know, yay full. Anyway, that's empty. I let that, sprayed that in there. I'm going to let it soak for a bit. And then I'm going to slosh around here a little bit. That's stuff under the seat that you're hearing there. That's not fuel. I do see some slosh. You guys probably can't see it from your angle in the camera. I see some slosh in the bottom there. So the not recommended part is what I've done to clean the nasty deposits like this up in the past is kerosene. You can throw a bunch of kerosene down in there. This is relatively cheap. I mean, when you buy it like this, it's not super cheap, but you know, it's cheaper than pulling the whole thing apart. So if you throw some kerosene down in there, it's a good solvent, and it will clean things up inside, and you just have to suction it all out before you try to run the engine, obviously, because that's not going to burn in a gasoline engine. So what I'll do is I'll leave this carburetor cleaner sitting in there for a few minutes. I'll suction that out. I'm going to put some kerosene down in there, probably, I don't know, quarter gallon or something, just to coat the bottom of it. But chances are, with that much sediment, it probably clogged up the fuel pump intake and also the line. If any of it got past the filter, it would have definitely clogged the fuel injector. So this is going to be a longer process than what I had hoped, if I'm reading it correctly, but we'll find out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this loose in preparation because I think probably gonna have to pull this tank out. I don't know that I can sufficiently de-rust and de-gunk the interior of it. Okay, well, side panels come off, and then you can finagle the upper foot cover, you know, the tunnel cover there, to get to the tank, and that's what she looks like underneath. I didn't have to do anything crazy last time. All I did was pull the tank. I pulled the fuel pump out of it, fuel sender, you know, all that stuff. Just gently lifted that out, and I sloshed the tank around and dumped it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do this time. Not a very big tank. It's like 1.1 gallons. Now, hopefully, they're easily obtainable. This is an old bike, out of production, obviously. So if I have to buy a new tank, it might be a little tricky to find one. We'll see. If I can salvage this one, I'll salvage it. I'd like to get this thing running by the end of the day, if at all possible. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I pulled the fuel pump out in preparation to pull the tank, and I think that's foobar. What do you think? Oh, look at this rust corrosion on here. Look at that, man. God, you gotta love ethanol. Look at this. It's just totally gone. So I don't know if I can salvage this fuel pump or not. I'm gonna try to clean it up as best I can. Look at that. Oh, you can see it rubbing off when I just force it. So that's rust, essentially, from the tank, and varnish from the fuel. But, ew, tasty. Let's get that in the sunlight, shall we? Hungry? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to clean this tank out the best I can. Unfortunately, this, I don't know if this was the pickup filter or what. But chances are it's sucked some of that up into the fuel pump intake itself, and it's obviously done, dead, game over. I don't know if I can salvage this situation or not. We'll find out, but that's definitely gone, bye-bye. It looks like a fabric pickup filter. So I may have to source another fuel pump for this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get this thing out here in the daylight where we can look at it. It's ugly. Oh man, is it ugly. This whatever that cloth pickup is was just the beginning of the nightmare. I'm gonna throw that over here. I'm trying to angle it toward the sun so we can see what is in there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get the angle just right. The whole filter is floating down there. It's a whole like a cloth pillow looking thing. I saw it when I need to get a flashlight. Oh, wait, there it is. You can see it. Oh, there it is. Are you getting that? It's this I don't know how else to explain it other than it's like a pillow, and it must sit on the bottom of that fuel pump pickup, and it's supposed to filter stuff out, but it has totally degraded and it's game over. So I don't know if you can see all that sediment that's down here in this tank. I'll stop the camera in a minute and take a still shot of this, but oh, it's carnage, man. Total carnage. There's no way to clean this out without pulling the tank or, you know, probably replacing the tank. And I'm pretty much sure that the fuel pump assembly is going to have to be replaced as well, because I don't think that filter portion is separate. I think it's built into the bottom of the pickup. So yeah, ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, everybody. Who's ready for the fun? Oh, this is going to be entertainment. Ooh, goody. I'm bringing you along for the dump out of what's in the tank. It might be possible to salvage this tank itself, but everything else that's in it, including the fuel pump and the pickup and the sender and all that, are toast, I think. This is ugly, 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 ugly. It's chunky, 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 chunky in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all out. I threw kerosene in the tank to just soak the bottom of it to see if I could break up some of the schmutz, but that was before I realized, oh yeah, we got problems. There's a spring that dropped out. It's a pressure spring from the bottom of the fuel pickup. Oh yeah, she's toast. So C3, she ain't gonna be running today. This float pickup assembly is gone, bye-bye. And the inside of that tank is just a horror show. I don't know if you guys can see that rust in there with the sun shining in it. I can probably salvage the tank itself. An old trick that I've used is fill it up with kerosene first, and occasionally I'll use apple cider vinegar and a bunch of metal BBs. Just go to the sporting goods store and pick up, you know, the Daisy copper BBs, or even Crossman copperhead BBs, whatever, and you throw about, I don't know, half a pound of BBs in there, a quarter pound of BBs in with the kerosene or the apple cider vinegar, and you seal up the tank and you shake the living you know what out of it. So the BBs act as a you know, a abrasive, like a rock tumbler almost, and then of course your solvent cleans all the crap up, and when you get done you dump it all out. And then you have to clean it out with some kind of a degreaser, and then depending on what kind of tank treatment you use, like cream or some of the others, they have an acid etching that goes in and it etches the metal and prepares it for accepting the sealer. And then you load it up with the sealer and roll that stuff around in there. So anyway, long story short, I can probably salvage this tank and future-proof it by sealing up this. So I'll make a little metal plate here, or you know, any kind of plate, just something to cover this fuel sender spot. Wire brush all this down, get the surface rust off of it and all that, do my cleaning routine that I just mentioned, and then put cream or some kind of a tank coater in there, and then I'll never need to worry about it rusting again. But as far as fuel problems, you can't really do anything about that. If that degrades and goes bye-bye, then you got other troubles. Okay, trying to finagle the fuel line fittings loose. It has this two-piece overlock design where this snaps into the top and prevents anything from squeezing inward. So you pop this one out first, and then these two, I don't know if you can see the two tabs. There's a tab right here and a tab on the other side. You got to squeeze those in and pull them out, but man, they aren't friendly to come out. So usually you have to stab them with screwdrivers from opposite sides and kind of pry upwards. That's how I've gotten them out in the past anyway. Good rock. Good rock. You can spin it, and sometimes they have little pinchers on the sides that will help you lift it out, but that doesn't seem to be working either, so I'm gonna have to keep mangling here. I'll get it eventually. Oh wait, I got it there. Oh hey, all right, so there's my fuel line. So hopefully that doesn't need to be flushed out, and it's just a matter of fixing this. Oh hey, fuel came out of there. Yeah, good luck.